10100 at the electric station by PD. Airstrike is the suspect. Gonna be put out a bolo.
Yeah, if everything is done, you have to wait for the interview.
All right. So to kind of keep it in your head, this is just a broader thing. It's not just buildings, but it's control in general, right? So you're not necessarily trying to take control over, HP per se, or the bar, or a hospital, or a police station. So you're trying to all right. What'd you say?
So you cannot be in there at all.
Someone's offering to bribe you, or like give you 100,000 to let them go.
I'm studying until you be a cop.
Take power.
No.
You cannot be in there if you're not a cop.
Why did they move him down here?
This could be the last one, and please do not go back up in there.
Up in where?
Up in that class. Do not go in that class at all. And just do not step back in there.
But the cadets are civilians, so they can have them.
They're my cadets.
Whatever. If they're in white suits, what are they?
All right, we're gonna continue.
Yo, Boom.
So-
Did you retire again?
I got it. I got it.
I'm just here to learn from the class on what's going on.
1.3, taking hostage or kidnapping. So holding someone against their will to gain leverage or control. So demanding money, escape, or favors, or the victim is unable to leave. That's going to be taking hostage or
You gave me a warning
kidnapping.
in the chat, so I don't know what you're talking about.
So
We did.
what do you think your response should be in this situation?
I don't see it says leave the green zone in the chat.
Call for backup, immediate backup.
Gotta scroll up. I definitely gave you a warning.
Yep, call for backup. That's a good one.
I don't think you did.
And what do you think? What kind of? Think about it. This is a hostage situation. You're gonna want what kind of person you're gonna want on scene.
You're not gonna want SWAT. You're gonna want like someone who is good with something like that.
Troopers. Think about it. You want somebody specific for like a negotiator, right? A negotiator can be anybody who's good at negotiating a situation, but I think some of our detectives, would be good, or a supervisor, somebody who's kind of trained or has the ability to negotiate the situation. SWAT would definitely be an important, probably, aspect or component of that. Bounty. So, yeah. So calling for backup and getting the right people in place, that's going to be important.
Can you also
Would it be like what if they're being held at gunpoint? Could we like take action and do like some type of KOS when we arrive on scene, or?
Nah. So you definitely don't want to rush in and control the situation. So the first priority in a hostage scenario with an RP scenario is to preserve life. So you're going to want to get additional people there. You're going to want to get supervisors, backup people, possibly SWAT, like I said, detectives, negotiator. So you're calling out all forces on that one. So just firing at somebody is not gonna RP that very well.
Hey, I'm just asking questions.
No, you're good. That's what the class is for, man.
Because I mean, look. I don't know. You see a cop sees somebody being held at gunpoint. Their first reaction is going to be to disable that person and not try to.
It's not that.
Hey, cops over here where I'm at, bro. They do not care. They'll shoot you no matter what you do.
They have to first finish their donut, is what I know. And then they gotta swallow.
Hey, wait.
Donuts?
We don't eat. I thought we didn't eat donuts. Last time I checked, we didn't eat donuts. How's that change, Agent?
We didn't eat donuts. You forgot to deliver them for us, obviously.
Hey, when do I get donuts?
Is there going to be coffee at the end?
Yeah, for real. Thanks for that.
All right, 1.4, collision, fatal collision with a pedestrian. So keyword there, fatal. So this is when a vehicle causes the death of a pedestrian. So that could be a hit and run, reckless driving leading to death. So your response to RP this situation out would be to secure the scene, call EMS for the victim, and determine the intent from the person that committed the crime. So was this an accident or was this reckless?
What's intent?
Intent is why you did it. So did I do it on purpose? Or did I glitch out and my car sped away and accidentally hit somebody? I mean, what was the reasoning behind it?
Can you do it in another tense of word? Content?
Content? No, I don't think that works. Intent.
Give me it as a question.
No.
With
I can understand it better that way.
On purpose, right?
Yeah. Basically, if it was on purpose, then that's a fatal collision with a pedestrian. I'd be much more inclined to charge somebody with a 1.4 for this criminal violation, felony, if it was on purpose.
Would this be it? That Boom Shakalaka intends to come to class?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, good. Do I get credit for the class?
Yeah, you get extra credit. You get a donut.
Would it be assault if I beat Boom Shakalaka's ass the second time he came in here?
No. You don't want to do that. Alright, so 1.5, attempted theft. Trying to steal, but not successfully completing it. So that's an attempted theft. So, you
Give me
suck.
some money right now or I'll blow your head off.
Yeah, just like that. Except I said no and walked away, and you didn't do anything about it. So that's attempted theft. You tried to rob me, but you weren't successful in doing so. So just remember, attempting is still chargeable. So even though they didn't actually steal, or if they got like maybe they put it in as a slash try, and NRP, and they got a failure. So that's going to be an attempted theft. All right, 1.6, robbery of a police officer. Taking or attempting to take items from an officer by force. So somebody comes up to you as a cop and pulls a gun out, tries to rob you, got you at gunpoint, wants you to send them money. Maybe they want Bounty to sell them the limo from min price, something like that.
No.
I have a question about a 1.6.
You got a question for a 1.6? What is it?
Yeah. So it's kind of a broad term that states that it's like a robbery of a police officer. Technically, couldn't a cadet or a citizen be charged with a 1.6 for taking a police car if it was out in the city?
Yeah, I mean, if it's kind of a tricky one. So a lot of times people will try to get in your car and they'll turn the lights on, they'll do all kinds of crap. I probably wouldn't mind seeing a charge for robbery of a police officer or attempted theft. If I saw somebody get into the front seat, like the driver's seat of a patrol car, then yeah, I might like that one.
Okay.
Maybe they're just looking for the piece of the donut that you left. Come on.
Well, that's my donut. Get away from it. That'd also be a 1.4. They'd be stealing my donut. And that carries a heavier charge.
If somebody does that, slash
Oh,
steals Officer Bounty's donut, then there you go. There's your 1.6.
What about him right here, Scooby Snacks? What about Scooby Snacks? What is he doing?
Yeah, have a seat, sir.
You came late. Can you hear?
Is that a question?
I don't know.
All right, this next one, I want to get through this. I don't know about y'all. This next one, we do this one a lot. Anytime you're, at PD, in the green zone, the bar, the hospital, we always throw this macro right here. So it says, please leave the green zone. This is not a chill zone or be arrested for 1.7 and 3.2. So what we're talking about right now is 1.7. So this is called uncoordinated entry into a protected territory. So this means that you're entering a restricted area without permission or without coordination. So civilians entering PD, secured zones, active scenes, the hospital, and ignoring police commands to stay out of that area or to leave that area, that's going to be your ability to charge them with the 1.7. So this is about scene control and safety. Any questions about it, 1.7?
What if you're just in the bar trying to have a drink and you get arrested for no reason?
If you're in the bar trying to have a drink, one second.
I couldn't.
I know, I got a dog barking. Hold up.
Hey guys, sorry for the interrupt. Do you know when I finished my training?
You're looking for interview times. It'll be 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Okay, thanks, appreciate it.
No problem.
All right, sorry about that, guys. Yeah, so sorry. Say your question again. You're in the bar and you're trying to have a drink and you get arrested for no reason.
Yes.
Well, at the bar is a place to hang out. It is a green zone, and technically it is a hangout zone. So if you're at the bar drinking, you can't be told to leave just because you're there. Now, if you're inside the green zone and you have a weapon out, and the officer tells you to put it away, and you don't, then you could be charged with a 3.2 for disobeying a police officer. If you're inside the bar and you decide to punch some people and start fights, and it gets unruly, I saw a BC of that yesterday. Just people trying to knock people out everywhere inside the bar. Fighting inside the bar is not allowed, and the officer may ask you to leave because you're fighting. And if you don't cooperate with that, then you'll get a 1.7 and 3.2.
Then I have questions for the mods because me and my buddy were in a bar the other day and we just got arrested for no reason and put in here for an hour 30.
I don't know what to tell you, man. I mean, in those scenarios, if you feel like you've been arrested without cause, then the best thing to do is to submit BC and report the officer, and maybe even possibly turn in a green ticket if you don't get satisfaction. Then that's what I would do. As long as you're not committing a crime inside the bar, you're fine.
What if we roll up to a church and there's like 3 or 4 people in there cussing officers out and refusing to leave? Are we allowed to make people leave the church, or?
No. I mean, if somebody cusses you out, if you're, not to be too sensitive, but if they're insulting you, then you can charge them with the 2.6 for insulting a police officer. But just cussing at you or whatever, the church is an open public area. If you were trying to hold like a church service in there and somebody was coming in and kind of like just causing a bunch of noise, holding their mic open the whole time, trying to interrupt the sermon, then that would be a mass RP, disruption, and you could record that. You could submit it for a BC to a green ticket, and they could get like a 24-hour to 3-day ban. If they do it over and over again, then they could possibly get a permanent account ban.
Okay.
And then if you had officers there and somebody was like disrupting an RP scenario, like say a church service, for example, and they were disrupting that, an officer could escort that person out. They could ask them to leave as well. And if the key here is just what's the intention of the person. Right? If they're just there and they're not really causing a problem, they're not disrupting the RP, they're not doing anything like that, then I would leave them alone. Let them be in the public area. But like I said, if they're open mic, if they're messing around, causing noise, trying to disrupt it, just trolling you, then yeah, 1.7, 3.2. Remember, the key to all this stuff, man, is just what's the intent of the person, right? If they're obviously trolling, they're trying to disrupt, you can put them in jail, but they're just gonna use a get out of jail free card, come back and do the same damn thing again. So a lot of the times, the best thing to do is to submit that green ticket, have somebody submit that BC, submit that green ticket for RP disruption, and go that way with it. All right. If there's no more questions about the 1.7, we'll move on to 1.8. So 1.8 is collision with the pedestrian. So this might sound like a 1.4 we talked about earlier, but it's a little different. The difference is the victim survives. So in the first one, in the 1.4, the victim died via collision with the vehicle. So this one's going to be where the victim doesn't call. You hit a pedestrian with a vehicle without causing death. So in this scenario, remember, it's not just about arresting somebody. Like you see somebody get hit by a car and you run over there and throw handcuffs on them. It's not just about that. Every time you're in a scenario where you're making an arrest, this is an RP situation. And you want to RP that properly the same way a police officer would. By choosing not to RP that correctly, the way a police officer would, you can actually get in trouble yourself. It's basically you're not acting as if a police officer would act. It's one of the things we talk about with your RP rules. You can find that in the RP rules as well. I think it's RP 13. So collision with the pedestrian, 1.8, victim survives. To RP this correctly, you're going to want to call EMS, have an investigation at the scene. You might call in detectives or whatever, or maybe not detectives. You're gonna basically RP out and the big investigation scene there. No handcuffs, or the guy drives away. Just leave the scene and kind of leave everything unresolved. Take every opportunity you can to actually RP this stuff out. Too often, police officers are just like, let's pop cuffs on them and let's be done with it. You also want to determine whether or not it's reckless or accidental. Sorry, my dog's going to go crazy again in a second. Sorry. NRP.
That sounds like a bird.
That's a stupid dog. Every time somebody comes to the door. Alright. Let's move right along to a 1.9. So, discharging a weapon in public place. So, what do y'all think? Is this just somebody walking around with a gun outside? Does that count as a 1.9?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Right. So remember, Napa is not an open carry state. So if you do see somebody with a weapon out in a green zone, a red zone, a white zone, whatever, you do have the option to ask for their gun permit and their identification. Because you have noticed a firearm, at that point you can detain them, not arrest them, but detain them, throw your detainment macro, ask them for their ID, ask them for their gun permit. If they can't provide that stuff to you, then you might have a reason to arrest them right there, or you might at least have them a reason to put a charge on them for some reason. So you wouldn't be discharging because they didn't actually fire it. If you're driving past the hospital or some street near there and you hear gunfire and you roll up on the scene, you see some guy just blasting away, but you don't know exactly what he's blasting at, it doesn't really matter. Well, all you need to know is that you can charge that person with the 1.9 because they're discharging their weapon in a public place. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
So, response for this is going to be, high priority threat, secure the area, locate the shooter. You hear gunfire, that's what you want to do.
I have a kind of an odd question.
Yeah, go for it.
You'd brought up like weapon permits. This is kind of off topic, but I was wondering what kind of I know there's different weapon permits. How do you get different weapon permits, like for rifles and such?
You don't. The only weapon permit you can get legally is for a pistol, for a handgun permit. So if anybody has an AK-47, then there's not technically one. I think what most people do is if they actually do have a gun permit, I call it a gun permit, not a handgun permit, then I usually say, okay, the person has the gun permit. But I can tell you right now, I don't know a lot of people that are out there spending $2,000 going to the gun store and buying the permit and keeping up with it.
Okay, I gotcha. So how do these people get the AKs then?
Gangs.
Yeah, it's a gang gun.
Gotcha.
Well, I bought mine through the fraction.
Put them in the boxes.
Yeah, you can get a fraction in the armory as well.
Oh, okay.
It's not fraction, it's faction, by the way. Fraction is a math problem.
Yeah, you're right about that. It drives me nuts when people fucking do that. I've been doing it too. Alright, so let's move on to 1.10. So, 1.10, bribery of a police officer. This is pretty easy. This is offering money or something of value to avoid charges or influence your decisions. So, an example is I'll give you money if you let me go. Put me out of these cuffs, drop me off in the next street corner, whatever. I'll give you $5,000. I'll give you $10,000, $50,000, whatever. Remember, as a police officer, it's your responsibility not to accept bribes. If you take a bribe as a police officer, you'll probably be fired from your job. Corruption's not really tolerated, so just keep that in mind. So you need to refuse it, report it, charge the civilian or gang member or whatever with trying to bribe you. 1.10. Alright, 1.11, murder of a civilian or police officer. So this doesn't matter if they're a cop or if they're a civilian or a gang member, it doesn't matter. You're going to get a 111. So intentionally killing another person is going to give you a 111. So this is a clear intent to kill and use of lethal force, they're going to get that. There's something to note here. If they're in a white zone or a green zone and they fire at you, or kill you, I guess they can't really kill you in the green zone, but if you're in a white zone, they're going to automatically get a 1.11. So it's very important for you to check their ID, do an ID check on them, 1028, call it in, make sure that the 1.11 wasn't already applied by the state. It might be tell if it's a new charge or something they actually already had, but just to be safe, if I see a 1.11 on somebody and I've noticed that they've killed somebody, then I'm probably not going to put another 1.11 on them. Does that make sense?
Common sense isn't common.
Yeah, exactly. And remember, if they're in a red zone, murder the state doesn't automatically charge people with a 1.11 while they're in a red zone. So if you're going to arrest somebody, if somebody does murder somebody out there, you may need to add that charge in.
Nigga, shut up. You know what I do in the best, nigga?
But bro, I in jail, bro. I still got the violation. Why I still got violation, bro? I in jail, bro. Want to join?
Yeah, so I would say those are all good things to do. I probably won't ask them to put their weapon away. More than likely I'd just tase them. But you got one of the three things.
And now he finna get stripped out his uniform.
Witnessing somebody murder another person is going to be very, very important. Top of your priority list. And you're going to secure the suspect, just like you said. You're going to tase them, handcuff them, call in and do an ID check, do all that good stuff. So you're definitely going to do that stuff. But remember, if an officer, think about this. You're an officer. You're out there driving around the street. Somebody, you drive past, you witness somebody pull a gun out and just shoot and kill somebody. Is that officer just going to run up there by himself and take care of all that? Or what do you think he's going to do on that radio?
He's probably gonna call for backup.
Boom, call for backup. So remember that. You're going to have to call for 1032. Hey, I got a 1013 shots fired in 1032. You need assistance, right? And then jump out and do what you got to do. All right, here's a question.
I don't know, sir.
Go ahead.
I was going to call the mortuary to get the guy ready too.
Nah, we don't have a mortuary, man. We got to call these somebody with like a pooper scooper or something.
Look at this guy's name. He's ready to go.
Monica made me change my name from Anal on a Thursday to something different, but he can keep his name. This is different. This is so stupid.
Okay, this game. Oh God.
Okay, here we go. Mortuary, here it comes.
Yeah.
Bro, yo, fat ass has gotta move out of the way, damn.
No, that's not right to talk to someone like that.
Hey, Bounty, charge him with a 2.6, throw his ass in jail.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright. 1.112. Assault on a police officer or hitting. So this is a physical attack on an officer. So this would be punching, hitting or fighting, physical resistance, escalating to violence. So this happens a lot in the lobby, right? Somebody comes in, punches you. If they're in a white zone or a green zone while this happens, they're automatically, again, going to get to 1.12. You don't have to add that to them. If you add it to them twice, you're stacking charges.
I've punched one of y'all before.
Yeah, so remember, you don't want to add another 112 on somebody. So make sure you check their charges, make sure they have the 112. If they do, all you got to do is read them their Miranda rights, pat them down, RP the rest of the scenario out, and be done with it. All right. So, civil violations. Let's move on to 2.1, harm or damage to state property. So remember, these are going to be lesser charges. They have lesser jail time. And harm or damage to state property is basically damage anything that's owned by the government. So remember, there's a 2.1 and a 2.2. 2.2 is going to be harm or damage to private property. The same thing as a 2.1. The only difference is the property is owned by the state. If somebody hits a light pole outside, is that state owned or is that privately owned?
State owned.
That's right. If somebody hits somebody's car, they have parked at HP and they run into it with their car. What do you think there? Is that going to be a 1.2? Is that going to be a 2.1 or a 2.2?
2.2.
Yeah, private property 2.2. So, what if they hit a fire hydrant? What's that going to be? 2.1 or 2.2?
2.1.
2.2. Or no, 2.1.
2.1. Yep. What if they're spray painting? What if they're tagging, spray painting like the bank?
It'll be both because it's also state owned and private property.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter at that point. I wouldn't care either way, but I would say a bank's pretty much private property, so I would charge them with the 2.2. If they spray painted a wall like under an underpass, then I'd say that's state property. I'd charge them with a 2.1. All right, 2.3, false calls to the police, emergency services. So this would be making fake reports or wasting emergency resources. So if people could call 911, or they call you directly as an officer and they call a crime that doesn't actually exist. Maybe they say, hey, I need you to come over here. I've got these people doing this. And really it was just, them luring you over there so people can talk crap to you, or, maybe put you in a position where you can get robbed, or I don't know. Through whatever reason you find out that it's a false call, then you could charge them with a 2.3. So you want to confirm that it's false, charge them accordingly, and emphasize the seriousness of wasting resources or wasting your time. All right, 2.4, this is phone debauchery. So this is basically any disrupting, annoying behavior after being warned. Like, when Cop Killer was in here earlier, if he's standing in the back of my classroom, dancing and pointing while I'm trying to have a class, that's debauchery. 2.4, that's annoying behavior. And, I might have Miss Tia come over and arrest him and charge him with the 2.4 and throw him in jail.
I highly doubt that. Your last officer couldn't even tase me with this shit, gang.
Tia, can you get this guy out of here? Cop Killer, if you come back again, man, this is your last warning. This is an RP disruption. I'll turn it into admin to get your account banned, sir. Alright, so let's move on to 2.5, murder threats. Let's go back to the box. 2.4 also, if anybody is playing music or has an open mic and is been requested to turn that off, you can charge them with a 2.4. Another thing would be like if they, they spit at you, right? They type in the chat, spits in officer's face or something like that. Again, that's debauchery, 2.4. Any questions? Be sure you guys ask questions if there's a charge or if there's a, violation that, you want to understand better, or you don't think you maybe know the full understanding of it. Be sure you ask the question, because once you're out there, you're going to need to know. You don't have to memorize all these things, but you're going to need to know what they are. You can't press charges on somebody without knowing what the law is, basically. All right, 2.6, insulting a state employee. So this is verbally disrespecting.
Rita, what is it? 20. On my way back to y'all.
Covino way better.
Rita, you passed that.
Or it needs to be, like I said, excessive, repeated, or disruptive to the situation. So just remember, don't be sensitive, be professional, and only charge people when they cross the line. So giving your money or I'll hurt you. Threatening to harm somebody unless they pay, like, give me $60,000 to let you go. So not like a bribe, right? That you're an officer, they offer you money to let them go. This is more like somebody, like another civilian. Like if I went up to Luca as a civilian and I wasn't a cop and I had you there and I said, look, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to hurt you. I'm going to come back and get you every time. Unless you give me $60K, I'll stay off your back. So I've just extorted Luca. Does that make sense? Exactly. All right, so there's a difference between bribery and extortion. So just remember, it's a civilian offers an officer something, that's bribery. If a suspect forces someone else to give them something, that's extortion. All right. Last category. Last but not least. So these ones here, guys, remember, this could be a ticket or it could be an arrest. It depends on the situation and it depends on the severity of this thing. So these are our administrative violations. We're going to start off with 3.1, resisting arrest. What do y'all think? If somebody's resisting arrest, is that something you're going to take them to jail for, or is that something you're going to give them a ticket for?
Take him to jail for it.
Yeah.
So I would say take them to jail. So running from officers, like the guy out there was just doing, fighting while trying to be detained, like you're trying to put cuffs on them and they start throwing punches. Pulling away while you're trying to cuff. So running around in circles intentionally. These are all going to be 3.1 violations. Remember, it has to be active, not just talking about it. I can't just say, "Oh, if you try to handcuff me, I'm not gonna let you handcuff me. I'm gonna walk away. I'm gonna walk away." That's just telling me what they're gonna do. I need them to actually do it, and I'm gonna charge them for it.
What's the multiple
Make sense?
2 suspects. I need 1032 on your HPA immediately, please.
You could be stacking these things up.
1060s over here across the road.
2.6.
165, show me and Detective
You know, you might put 7, 8, 10 violations on somebody if the entire scenario calls for it. You know, there's nothing that says you just charge them with 1 or 2 things. You want to charge them with as many things as you can. They're going to spend as much jail. The more you charge them with, the more jail cards they're going to have to use to get out of that situation.
So, and I know I'm kind of jumping the gun because we haven't gone over them in class yet, but so technically, if you're initially charging someone with a 3.6, you could also charge them with a 3.2 as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you're charging them with disobeying a police officer, is that 3.2 you're referring to? And then the 3.6 would be refusal to show ID.
Multiple suspects are down.
Let's say I told the person, well, can you please step out of your car, and I'm going to ask you for your documents. And then the first thing they do is decline my request for the documents. That's the 3.6 charge right there. And the next thing that they do is they never step out of their vehicle like I asked, and I would put a 3.2 on them. So that scenario would call for both of them.
But like, let's say you ask someone, like, let's say I'm a civilian and I do something that's suspicious, and you ask for my identification and I decline it. Couldn't you put a 3.2 on me for disobeying your order?
I could, but I probably wouldn't give you a 3.2 and a 3.6 just because I've asked you for your ID. The 3.6 is basically refusal to present the documents. So by charging them with 2 different crimes for the same action, then I basically doubled the charge for them. I'd want to make sure, it's fine to put multiple charges on people. It's not fine to try to charge them for the one action, you know, getting 2 or 3 charges on the one action. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right, so let's move on to a 3.3. So, let's see. 3.3 is helping another person avoid arrest, aiding the arrest of a person. So, you ever hear somebody out there say something like, "Hey, kill this cop, he's got me handcuffed, hurry." You ever hear somebody say that? And the other person takes their gun out and starts to make a move towards you? I would say that would be, that would be a definite reason to put a 3.3 on somebody. If somebody is using their vehicle to block your vehicle in somewhere so that you can't drive away with your prisoner, again, that's aiding in the resisting of arrest. Let's get out and arrest the person for aiding the resisting of arrest. Any questions on that one?
No, sir.
All right. Question on that. 3.4. 3.3. Am I going to arrest somebody for aiding the resisting of arrest?
I'm like, damn.
Arrest them.
Yeah, I'd say that's an arrestable charge. Right? I would definitely say that. All right, let's move on that note to 3.4. These are traffic violations. So breaking basic driving laws. So I'm assuming everybody here is old enough to have a driver's license and IRL, right? NRP. So you know the basic traffic rules in life, right? You drive on the right side of the road that you're supposed to drive on. You do the speed limit. You don't hit objects. You don't hit and run. You stop at red lights. You stop at stop signs. You don't run over curbs. Use your blinker. That kind of stuff. You can pretty much pull somebody over for anything. If you see a car driving down the road and they are driving in anything other than a straight line at a reasonable speed, then you're going to be able to pull them over and initiate a traffic stop. And on that traffic stop will give you a just cause to ask for identification or anything like that. You see somebody stop their car on the opposite side of the road next to the curb. And guess what? They're pointing the wrong direction in traffic. How did they get in that position, right? That's going to be a reason to stop them and give them, and basically ask for ID, all that good stuff. So, pretty much anything's going to give you a reason to stop people. But let me ask you a question. Somebody hits a fire hydrant and gets back into traffic and continues to drive on. You're going to pull them over, right? What do you think? What kind of charge would you give them for that?
I think that'd be a 3.4.
Yep, there's one more. There's one more you can give them. It's going to be a little better charge. It's going to be a little more jail time. Maybe there'll be a reason to arrest them.
2.1.
2.1.
There you go, 2.1. He's damaged state property, and that right there, that's going to be a reason that you can probably arrest somebody, and not just do whatever. Now, if they're being cooperative, they participate in the traffic stop. They're doing, hell, maybe they're not even being cooperative, but they're at least RPing this outright, making this an enjoyable experience. I might go with the 3.4 and go to lesser charge, give them a ticket, let them move on their way. Depends on how you want to handle that situation. But in most cases, if you see somebody commit an offense of a 3.4 for a traffic violation, this is simply going to be a citation. It's a reason for you to go check their ID, pull them over, RP out the traffic stop, just the way you would normally do. It's fun to do that. We practice that all the time. It's one of the things you have to do to become a cop. So it's nice to get a scenario when you're able to complete a full traffic stop. So 3.4 is going to be a ticket, not necessarily arresting them and taking them to jail. Like if they bump a curb, I'm not going to take them to jail for that.
If he wants to describe dispatch, I got a 10-13 behind.
All right, any questions on traffic violations?
Nope.
Y'all think y'all would be able to determine whether or not somebody should be arrested or ticketed, right?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, good. All right, 3.5, assault on a civilian. This is hitting. So we talked about this earlier about hitting a cop, right? That was a much higher charge. Arrestable offense, much higher charge. 3.5, assault on a civilian. Let me ask you a question. In real life, if a cop sees a person beating another person up or punching somebody, does the person get a ticket or do they go to jail?
Well, initially, I think they look into it to see if it was a self-defense situation, and if it's not, then they're arrested. Assaulting a civilian or another civilian isn't just a ticketable offense.
Right. So that's what I would do. That's and follow your same instincts, right? And if a police officer in that scenario would likely do an investigation and maybe just give a ticket for somebody for assault on a civilian, you can do the same. 3.5, and you let them go on their way. What I usually say is, I'm going to give you a citation for a 3.5. Of course, I'm going to need you not to do this anymore. I need you to go to PD and step into the violation circle at the front desk, turn yourself in for the crime, and you'll actually get a half the charges that you were supposed to get, half the time. Be aware that if another officer comes across you with this charge on you before you're able to go turn yourself in, it will be an arrestable offense, and this includes you as well. This will be an arrestable offense, and you'll likely go to jail for this charge. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. We got 3.6, everybody's favorite. Failure to provide required documents when lawfully requested. So this is refusing to show an ID, refusing to show a driver's license during a traffic stop, not providing weapons permits when asked. Just remember though, there must be a lawful request. If you walk up to somebody and say they don't have a weapon out, they're walking down the sidewalk, right? They're just walking past you. I probably you wouldn't run over to them and say, hey, let me see your ID. You don't really have a reason to. Now, if there's a bunch of shooting outside, or there's a scene going on, and they happen to be at that scene, I think I have reasonable suspicion to go question them. If they were a part of the scene, maybe even detain them, check their ID, and see if they were a part of that scene. It's the fact that they were near the crime or the thing that's happening, right? I may not necessarily know what was happening, but the state may have put a charge on them, but they were firing at them, 1.11, 1.12, something like that. So I may want to ask about that.
I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Cody Direct,
Okay,
where
so if I'm at HP,
are you coming back to PDG?
Second countdown and stop at 5 seconds. And tell them again that it's their last warning, and then continue the other 5 seconds of the countdown. And they've been there for more than 5 minutes. Is that wrong to arrest them?
No.
Or
you can arrest them.
Yeah, you basically detain them, walk them outside, try to cut them loose. If they come back in, tase their ass and arrest them if they're being belligerent.
You can. I mean, at that point, I'd just arrest them. If I've taken the time to count down and they still haven't left, and now I'm probably not just going to walk them out and let them go. I'm probably going to take them to jail. I've already done too much.
All right.
Yep. And then remember, I don't know if you've ever been anything other than a cop, but if you die and you go to HP, you don't get all your health back right away. So as you're coming off the beds there and you're walking through the lobby, you can either walk up and get a med kit, or you can stand around for like 2 minutes and 40-something seconds, and you will get fully healed just by standing inside the hospital. So the thing to remember is if people are doing business at the hospital, like they're getting healed or getting treatment, you don't want to arrest them or include them in your countdown, or the whole fact that they can't stay around HP. If they're out in the parking lot, they're not healing, right? If they're standing around on top of a car, sitting in a vehicle, they say that I'm waiting for my friend to come out. I mean, that's hanging out in the green zone.
Right.
What I would do, if they're waiting for a friend to pick them up, I'd say, hey man, why don't you take your car, drive it around the front of the building, right where the steps are. When they come out, they can come down the steps, and you can pick them up there like Uber. I mean, if you're in this parking lot, the parking lot's hectic, and you're trying to clear the parking lot out, and they're not following your order, I'd probably arrest them for that. But it takes what is it, Donnie? Is it 2 minutes and 30 seconds? He's not here anymore, fuck. I think it's about 2.5 minutes for a full heal at HP, so just remember, give them 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes before you start including them in your countdown.
Okay. Yeah, I had a situation yesterday. I did an arrest on Pastor Grant. He refused the ID check twice after I had already instructed him to leave, and I was just going to walk him outside and cut him loose. It's the pastor. And he started trying to, I don't know what you call it, and not just being disrespectful, but acting like he knew it all, and that if he called Monica, that it was all just going to go under the rug. So,
yeah.
As I was saying, we showed him that, just
You broke up at the end there, but I got the gist of what you were saying.
Name the power, going for taking power by force, but just for refusing the 3.6.
Yeah, I mean, you could have charged him with the 1.7, 3.2, and the 3.6. I would have charged him with all that.
Okay, but as an uninvested officer, you can't do 1 points, can you?
Yeah, you can, but you just need somebody to put the charge on for you. You just gotta go arrest him, take him into the jail, call for 1032, 37 or something like that to PDG. Get somebody who can put the charge on.
Okay, I just wanted to kind of clarify that. My bad.
Yeah, if you get the 1.7 and you can't put it on yourself because it's not physically in your menu, then once you get to PD or you get to an officer that can, you just say, hey, would you mind, this guy needs a 1.7 put on him, can you put that on for me? And then I'll pop my menu up and throw the charge on at your request.
Okay.
All righty. So that refusal to present requested documents, that was our last one, guys. So we're going to do a little knowledge thing real quick. Let's see what you learn. We've been doing this, throughout the whole thing. So remember, before we start the knowledge test, remember, click the book at the top of your screen, click on rules, click on violations. You'll be able to see criminal, civil, and administrative charges. Criminals are all the ones, civils are all the twos, administrative are all the threes. You'll be able to see all those things there, so you can use your book to answer the question. I'll give you time. So I'm going to ask each person a question, and we'll go from there. So let's start with Sir Hatchet. If I am doing something wrong, Hatchet, and you tell me to stop or halt, and I turn around and I start jetting the other way, I'm just running. What am I getting?
Disobeying an officer's command and resisting arrest.
There you go. So that would be your 3.2 for disobeying the officer's command, and then 3.1 for resisting arrest. All right, Mr. Luca, if I'm driving and I just blow right past the stop sign, man. I just, I don't even bother to stop. I just blow it. Or maybe it's a red light. I just blow through it. What am I getting there?
You're getting a 3.4 for violation of traffic laws.
All right. And are you arresting me or you're just giving me a ticket?
As long as you didn't kill anybody and you are cooperative, I'm giving you a ticket. But if you also, struck somebody, then you'll be charged accordingly and taken to jail.
Okay. Good. And if you gave me a ticket, what are you going to tell me? How am I going to take care of that ticket? What are you going to tell me?
Well, you can go about it two ways. The easy way, you can go to the police station and turn yourself in, or you can go ahead and wait for a police officer to pull you over or ask for identification. Then you're going to be arrested if it's an arrestable offense.
Right. So remember, the one thing you don't want to say is you can just wait it out and wait for the violation to fall off. So anything other than that is great. All right. We got Scooby Snacks last. Let's see what we got. All right, Scooby, let's say I'm a police officer and I'm out in Compton. I'm in the red zone. And somebody walks up to me and punches me. What kind of charge is that person going to get? Earth the Scooby.
He might be high off the Scooby Snacks.
Yeah, I was going to say, he probably ate too many Scooby Snacks.
Basically assault on a police officer.
Yep. Assault on a police officer. Which number was that?
$1.12.
There you go. And now, would you put that 1.12 on me, or would you just assume it got put on automatically?
If it didn't get put on automatically, I would, but typically they do get put on automatically.
Well, in this scenario, I said I was in Compton. I was in the red zone, so what would you do?
Red zone, so no, you have to put it on.
There you go. All right, cool, man. Well, with that, the class is officially over. Does anybody have any questions about any of the charges or any of the violations that you can put on somebody?
We need a new charge for being too sexy.
Yeah, that's a 1.13.
We need a new charge for being too high on Scooby Snacks.
There you go. All right, man. Well, let me get this last screenshot. We survived the class from start to finish. We only got 3 people getting credit.
Dude, that's crazy. That's the longest class I've attended so far.
Yeah, the violations class is a long one.
Hey, Scooby, I think a violation for being too high on Scooby Snacks would be a 4.2 or 420.
There you go. 4.20. All right, thank you guys for coming. Appreciate y'all.
Thank you.
I'll be sure to go and
I'm gonna be working with you soon, Tia.
Alan, what's up, my boy? Nice. Are you coming on the raid with us tonight? I think it's going to be in about 2 hours, maybe an hour and a half. I'm not really sure. I'm going to get with Kobe here in just a few minutes and figure out when it's going to be, and I'll start sending some text message out on Discord. If you want to come, I'll shoot you a message for a reminder.
Scooby, you do not do that in the lobby, sir.
Dude, you kidding me? Now I gotta go get a fucking bucket and a mop.
Too many Scooby snacks.
Then we go to the bathroom. No more Scooby snacks.
Never had Taco Bell for breakfast lunch.
I can't hear you, brother.
Scooby got the Scooby Squirts from the Scooby Snacks.
Not the Scooby Squirts.
Yeah, man.
Go ahead and pick that up. Telling you, Scooby, you mess with the wrong one that's certified with a taser. Don't do that again.
I didn't mean to. I misjudged where the damn thing was to turn.
You showing me the love you say you got from me, and no loyalty. Tell me of you.
If not, you guys need to be patrolling that metal detector.
Miss T, I think that's a 2.4.
What?
No, blast some music. Oh, wait, shit. Never mind. You gotta be asked to. Fuck.
If you hear music, that's me in my background. Oh, Lord. Yes, King Harlem. I'm still kind of mad. Because you did a one with that. You did a unlawful check on my trunk.
He's Baccock.
Let me. Why you scared? Scared. I want break. I'm finally done with my rice and roni chicken.
Not much. Mr. Birmingham, how you doing today, sir? Have you completed all your required training, sir?
Not police bikes. Police bikes are insane.
I heard we were getting horses in our new update. Like,
Good. All right. Quick question. Have you received your welcoming packet already? I need all cadets to line up in front of me, please. All cadets line up in front of me.
I'm a cadet.
In front of who?
All cadets line up in front of me, please. Major General McKnight. Matt, sorry.
We go in front of AJ.
All right, I appreciate it, Rico. I see that you have your vest. Good job. Congratulations, sir. All right, Mr. Tristan, you go ahead and sit down, sir.
Sir, had you played too much?
First and foremost, I'd like to welcome you to Napa PD Training Academy. My name is Major General AJ Mack. Have you received your welcoming packet already, sir?
Yes, sir, I have, and I've completed my macros. I have done RP class, 10 codes, and just finished violations. I just have RP rules.
All right, perfect. So you got your stuff. Can you pass me your CSC certificate, please?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, you know what's going on.
But my sister said, "Do you be in Mandera?"
Did you receive that?
Mandera NRP.
I did. I appreciate it. Thank you, sir. Do me a favor. Go ahead and stand in front of the first, or between the first metal detectors for me.
Okay.
Thank you. Come on, Mr. Sachs. I think I've spoken to you earlier today. I know you received all your welcoming packet, and you have what? I want to say all the classes to do now, correct?
Yes, sir. I even have the roleplay thing done, and I just finished violations class.
All right, perfect. And you have received your macros and your welcoming packet, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, perfect. You can stand in the middle metal detector for me, please, sir. Officer Wooden. You can stand in front, in the middle of the first metal detector for me, please, sir. Cadet Birmingham, you can have a seat right here in front of me, please. First and foremost, I'd like to welcome you to Napa PD Academy. The next thing, have you received your welcoming packet, sir? All right, perfect. Do me a favor, switch spaces with Officer Wooden right there for me, please. Officer Wooden, come down to the end right here for me and stand between the stairway and the last metal detector. Perfect, in that little hole right there. I appreciate it. And Cadet Birmingham, you can stand in the first metal detector for me, please. Don't let anybody by you. Thank you, sir. How's it going, sir? Sorry, I was on Discord. Seven! What's up? What we doing? We got our event at 7:30, right? Do we? 7 might disappear for a while. Yeah.
King Harlem, next time you check my trunk without my permission, it's gonna be me and you in PDG or in the gym.
Hey AJ, did you get a chance to check them out last night? Did I do that stuff right?
We got like 20 minutes.
Check what up, right? I'm sorry.
Them body cams. The one for that dude that was crying and whining and then logged out on me after I finally made it back to PD with him. That medic dude.
Did you send it to me?
I tagged you in it in the arrest report, and I put him in a green ticket because I made it all the way back to PDG after I put the charges on him. And then he logged out.
Hold up, fool.
If it's all the way at the bottom, I didn't do it.
You make a better. I'm gonna make a better window than you do the door, sir.
Yeah, I just redid the 5 arrests. One of them has 2 of them in it, and the other one is a green ticket. So there's really 6 arrests in the rank up request, but I only needed 3. I just went ahead and threw them all in there. That way it would be done right.
So thanks for reminding me. I gotta put in this cadet complaint about cop killer.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out which one of them guys was that drove that damn PD car all the way up in there by the armory. What's going on, Captain America?
You lose.
They're giving everybody that one today. Man, I hope they do liquidation pretty soon. I need to get rid of some of these crappy cars. I have like 15 cars that I need to get rid of.
Why can't you just sell it at the standard dealership?
All right, Sir Hatcher, you're talking about the pastor, right?
Oh no, the pastor one, that one should be clean. He basically sat there and wouldn't leave, and then I just gave him a 3.6. And apparently he had other violations because it made him sit for an hour and a half. So, but no, I'm talking about that. You remember when you pulled up on me on the side of the road last night, and the dude was trying to tell me how to do my job? He was literally trying to take power by force, and he was like, "No, everything seems like it was done right. Take him in."
Yeah, that's the one that wouldn't let me talk.
That's right. That's right. Okay, I just charged him with shit. What did I charge him with? I think it was a 3.4 and something else. It might have been a 2.6 or something like that. I know I got him for traffic violations and something else, but yeah, I had to put in a green ticket because he logged out once we pulled into PDG and he figured out that he wasn't going to talk his way out of it.
I think I found the one you're talking about. It's 2 of them, right?
One video has 2 in it, has 2 arrests in it where somebody was punched right over here, and then when I went to jail them, their boyfriend ran up on me and punched me while we were in the back of the jail. So I tased him and arrested him too.
Yeah, that's the one I'm watching now. Okay.
Yeah, I just basically put first name on top, last name on bottom, and then put a slash and put first name on top, last name on bottom. Instead of doing a whole separate report and posting 2 videos and confusing everybody.
I got you.
Okay. I thought about sending that green scrub one to Miguel and seeing if he couldn't maybe set him down over on that end too. you go
Yes,
ahead and
ma'am.
talking about drugs in that chat like that, my boy. You just trying to be a police
Huh?
officer. Professional.
What's up? Oh, top like for a green ticket? I got you. I'm about to tag you right now. Of course.
NRP in some states, marijuana still is illegal, but it's not the point of whether it's illegal or not. It's the point of looking professional within our unit. You know what I'm saying? Within our great state of Napa, you need to try to present yourself as an officer if that's what you want to become. I'm not getting on your ass. I'm just keeping it real with you, bro. Talking about cocaine and stuff in the chat is not looking good, especially when you got three generals over there. Yeah, but yeah.
Coca leaves grow with cacao. Or cacao leaves.
You're not being good over here.
Okay. Help me that. Alright, so
He said tried licking windows. Now you leave them windows alone, sir. That's my job to lick them windows. And can we get some different flavored Windex?
Yeah, I mixed it with some toilet cleaner because I like the taste better.
Yeah, I knew something was different. That's definitely not name brand. I just figured they got it from the.
Cadet Garcia, I need to see you, sir. How are you doing today, sir? My name is Major General Adrian Mack. First and foremost, I'd like to welcome you to Napapedia Academy. Have you received your welcoming packet already, sir?
No, I have not, Mr. Mack, and nice to meet you, sir.
All right. So, do you have an active Discord, sir?
I think so. I think I do.
All right, perfect. NRP, I just placed my username inside the chat. Do me a favor, go ahead and add me on Discord, NRP, so I can go ahead and send you your welcoming packet.
I think I did it already.
Nope, you didn't add me. Do me a favor, go ahead and place your username inside the chat, and I'll add you, NRP. Do you have it, Cadet Garcia?
I'm not sure, sir. I'm actually new to this game, and I do want to be a police officer too, but I'm not really sure if I have it or not.
So NRP Discord is a third-party communication app that we use. It's a platform.
Oh
You have to
yes,
download it. Do you have that?
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, I did download it, sir.
Okay, so my username, that was I just put up. You need to add me as a friend on there. I'm actually about to send you the Discord again. There you go.
10-4. Do I have to do something on my end, Mister Mac?
Yes, sir. You need to add me as a friend on Discord, NRP. I placed my username in the chat for you. If you don't know how to add me, just put your username in the chat and I'll add you, okay? So I can send you the welcoming packet. Excuse me, somebody. Hey, Mr. Snacks, can you step forward and let Major General Unique through? Perfect, I got it. Bear with me one moment.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that didn't work. Is there another name?
For the third party,
NRP, yes, for Discord.
that's kind of odd because it should be the same username as my username in this.
All right, try adding me. Do you know how to add someone on there?
Not really. I am not really sure. Like I said, I'm new to the game and I'm actually learning as I go and I actually like this game. I
All
want
right,
to.
no worries. No worries. We can walk you through it. So on Discord, NRP, do you have a second device or no?
I'm not sure.
Is Discord on the same device that you're playing One State on, NRP?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that means you're gonna have to log off a little bit. Somebody arrest this guy, please.
Damn. Arrest me? You're gonna arrest me?
No, not you. No, not you. The guy that was behind you. So with that being said, before you do anything, I need you to learn how to use Discord. You got to go on your friends list on Discord and click add friend and then type my username inside there, which is McDarkness1. I'm gonna place it in the chat again. McDarkness1. You need to go on your friends list on Discord and add me on there. Mr. Snacks, put your weapon up, sir.
Hey, sure, but on my end, it says that you're my friend already.
Okay, what's your name on there? Alright, give me a second. I got it.
I'm so sorry, sir. I'm so sorry. I'll make sure I make it up out in the street. Get all the bad people out of there.
Well, I don't have you on my friends list, sir. So do me a favor, send me a message on there.
Did you get it, sir?
I have not. So
E118 show 1013.
with that being said, so I need you to try to figure out your Discord, okay? You say that this is the only device, so you should have logged out NRP in order to add me on there. So it seems like you're not logging out, and I'm not sure what's going on.
Since I don't know how, but yes, I'm gonna step out away from here and try to learn that, and then I'll be back, I guess.
All right, I appreciate it, sir. Thank you. You have a wonderful day.
Sir Hex, I need you to go to floor 2 or 0, sir.
Oh, okay.
Can I have the vesteds up here, please? Banks.
Good 15, and I need a 1037 to PDG.
What's going on, brother?
How you doing, sir?
PDG, bro. I don't know, they was pulling somebody else over and started fucking with me.
King Boss, I don't know if you read the macros that are put up there, but he has called for a supervisor. I cannot serve as a supervisor because I was on scene with you, but it could take up to 30 minutes.
All right. Take it to the other room.
I was literally just on patrol and it was terrible. Adam, come with me. Let's do some taser training. Yo, so I was just out on patrol. In the game, I was on a 10-12, but that's not the point of the story. So when I finished my I'm a cop in real life. I finished my shift and I went out for drinks, and I'm drunk as fuck. First, I had vodka with root beer, then rum with Coke, and then I chugged 2 beers. What do you think? Is that too much? Oh, guess what? Then I had to drive the cruiser back to my house. But my sergeant did ride with me to make sure that it didn't crash. Taser! Help! Do you have a taser? Ruby.
No, it not lets me have a taser. Because
Pop pop you. Jesus fucking Christ! Fuck me. Fuck me. Hey, go Sir Hatcher, clock it! Clock that shit, clock it, type shit.
Yeah.
At least let me reload.
Oh. I think I shit on myself a little bit.
Damn, we did this whole time. Like, clock it. Sir Hatcher. I don't know if you can tell, but I am drunk right now. I'm not. You shitty person. Why chasing me after hell? At least let me get up and reload, stupid ass people. Good job, Alec. Dumbass.
What the fuck?
I fucking right in the ass, too. I'll be right back.
What the hell? I through a wall.
What?
You just shot me through the wall.
No, I was standing on the other side of the door so that you couldn't see me, but I could see you.
Get his ass out.
Dumbass. Sir Hatchet, so after I got done with my shift today, I went out for drinks with a couple of buddies from work. I got vodka with root beer first. Then I went ahead and got rum with Coke. And then I chugged 2 beers. Doesn't that sound so bad?
You sound like you extra loose right now.
What?
I said you sound like you extra loose right now.
I am. And then I had to drive my cruiser home, but my sergeant rode with me to make sure that I didn't crash.
Why are you police now?
I'm in the police force, and God fucking damn it, you stupid shitty person. Hey, do it.
Shit.
Dumbass. When one of you guys stands up, I'm punching you. I'm very aggravated. Oh fuck, I missed you. Oh, no, do not shoot. Fucking stupid ass people. I fucking hate all y'all. No kidding! Stop!
He said, stop, stop.
God fucking damn it!
I'm still at 98.
Good for you, dumbass.
Oh shit, he takes me through the door.
Dumb bitch.
Oh no.
Keep playing with me. Don't play with me.
Boy, you was not ready. What the fuck? Get your
You wasn't ready. That's who wasn't fucking ready.
What the?
I told you not to shoot me. You shot me. You're going down. Down. Shot again. Low. Stop! We're out of the training room. You can't. Stupid shitty person. Diamond.
Cadet, trainee, don't go in there. By the way, don't mind me having my gun out. Just something I do.
Take it.
Ow! What convict and the spam this?
No!
I want to be a real boy.
Fuck you, sir.
It's a cadet! It's a cadet! It's a cadet!
Damn. Level 3? What the hell?
That is one thing.
Hold on. Let me take out my gun.
Oh.
Jacob! And I killed you with a pistol. That is fucking embarrassing. I meet you both at the armory. Clock it!
You said what? Oh, hell no. Why would I be?
I just killed 2 people with a fucking taser and then a pistol. It was embarrassing. Oh no, we have to be in the training room.
Why your mother do nothing but suck dick?
I fucking instantly, you stupid. Fuck you, bitch. Do not shoot me. I didn't shoot you. Do not shoot me. I'm calling Monica. I told you not to shoot me, goddammit.
I was practicing breaching for when the update that comes in like 7 years, I think, when you can breach buildings. So I'll be able to be a cop then. So I'm breaching the armory room right there to practice, so I can get good at it like this.
Holy fuck. Hung up on me. That was so fucking rude. Oh my. I'm about to tase you too. Stop.
Tase me! Come on, try!
Tasing me. Y'all drop this motherfucker.
Come on, try to tase me!
Sorry, I'm not doing that to you. What the fuck? Who did that?
That's what I thought. I was distracting you.
Alan, you motherfucker! Fuck!
Quit tasing! Quit tasing!
Bitch.
He wants to be a little girl and tase.
Shut the fuck up, 3. You're only not tasing
What's going on, man?
Hello,
The only reason you aren't tasing is because you don't have a fucking
Stands over Alan and calls him a bitch after he tastes him. So I'm like, fuck that. You're not gonna get on my boy like that. You got us fucked up.
Shut the fuck up. No cares.
Check my gun license.
Damn, I can't hear everybody.
I think it's there.
Fuck off, Abby. I thought you and I were close.
What do you mean? You just shot me.
I didn't shoot you. I tased you. There's a difference.
Either or. I was sitting there minding my own business trying to do some target practice.
Oh my god.
Come on.
I was trying to do some target practice.
Yeah, send that shit to Good.
You wanna fucking shoot me? You stupid, shitty person.
Are you okay, Hatchet?
I hope he is.
I think he killed Hatchet. I hope. When I say I hope, I think he had a heart attack.
Damn.
Good.
I didn't say I hope. I said I think. I accidentally said hope. I didn't mean to. Oh, God. That's a problem.
I feel so bad. I honestly do. I'm sorry. I won't shoot you again. I'll stop tasing you too.
If it makes you feel better, I'll put it away for you. How about that?
I feel bad for both of you. I'm sorry.
Hey, you remember like a month ago when you sent that
Stupid ass.
and you got me them 35 laps before the update?
Why are y'all chasing me?
Jared's going on down here. But Jace was killing people.
I was not killing people. We were all killing each other.
Why am I being tased?
And now I have to
He's running around just shooting people and tasing them, bro. I got like 6 screenshots of him shooting.
Yeah, I have screenshots of you too. It's called we were all expanding from the training room, and I totally didn't realize it. So yeah.
No, you realized it.
He went rogue, man. He's
Who
drunk.
asked you?
You've been rude to me all day, and I don't like it. I could have turned you in.
I have one question for you.
Alright, you guys know that we are not supposed to shoot each other outside of the gym room, right?
Hold on, who's talking? There you go, Rob. Yes.
So why do I see 2 people dead outside?
Because we went outside of it, and I didn't stop it beforehand.
We asked him to stop. He's drunk, IRL, and he.
You guys did not ask me to stop.
But were you guys going? Were you guys doing back and forth as well? So how did you?
We started off tasing each other in the training room, and then basically he just kept shooting us after he tased us.
What? That is such a lie.
That's not a lie. I was there. I'm a witness.
He was the only aggressor that I had seen when I came down.
Alright, do me a favor, Sir Hatchet, send me the BC, and you too, Jace. I need the BC, please.
Okay.
He's got screenshots, but I'll send them over to you.
Alright. I mean, screenshots doesn't help, but let's see how I can try to see what happened. But Jace, do you have BC?
Mr. Gallagher, do you have BC, sir?
I am looking for it now, but I don't see it. Hold on.
What about you, Jared? You were witness.
Yes, I was a witness to what Sir Hatchet had to say, but I can't prove it. But I am a witness that it happened, though.
Alright, you can go to floor 1 and stay next to the metal detectors. Thank you. We'll see how that's gonna go for you. But as of right now, I need your screenshots or whatever you have as evidence to prove your side.
Yep, I keep looking for it.
Alright, thank you.
Of course.
Alright, guys. Let's go back.
I'm going to be logging out for a little bit. I have to go stop being so sick.
Yep. If I don't receive those BCs, then it's gonna be a 30 lap, sir. BC or the screenshots, whatever you have. I need the evidence.
Honestly, I'll just take the laps because I can't even find anything. Like, I've looked twice now. I can't find anything.
Alright. I'll get back to you on that. Make sure you first of all NRP take care of your health, and then we'll see what we're gonna do about you.
Yeah.
Alright, take care.
Honestly, I can just run the laps if you want. I really don't care at this point.
I would like to discuss with Chief first, and then I'll get back to you on that.
Alright.
Alan, did you have on body cam? Or Obi, did you have on body cam?
I did not. I literally had just logged in.
Yeah, like, the only thing I had was screenshots. I started taking screenshots when he stood over Alan after tasing him and calling him a bitch and then shot him. I was like, yeah, we having fun, we playing, but that's
That was a little too far.
yeah, that was a little bit extra, bro.
Like, what the hell's going on? I walk in.
That's like you had a personal vendetta or something. And then Alan's like, are we cool? Do we got a problem? I'm like, no, I'm straight. Me and Alan's good. We both troopers, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's my dog. You feel me? I fuck with him the long way.
Right.
And I'm not lying, that little, whatever the hell his name was, he sent up BC. He did that same shit to me before the update, and then I tased him back. And it was either him or Brody that sent up BC on me and got me 30 laps. Back way before the update.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And that was a big-ass parking lot to run, bro. When I tell you Frederico showed up as an unbadged from a mission patrol and did the laps with me and almost got in trouble because, like, 3 other people started doing the laps with me.
That's some bullshit.
Yeah, the dude's a troll. He logs on about once or twice a month, starts bullshit, sends in body cam on officers, and then dips out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so just watch out for that guy if he comes around. You know what I'm saying? Like, I already knew what it was going to be. That's why I took the screenshot.
What's the name? What's the name again?
It's like Jace Gallagher or some shit, or I'm not sure exactly what his name is, but he's a super troll.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely keep an eye on him.
Yeah, if he comes around, just don't let him get in the car with you to go on a 10-12. And Frederico, hey, you remember when that weird Jace dude had sent up that body cam on me way before the update?
Yeah.
Okay, he just did the same shit and basically tased me and Alan and then stood over us and shot us numerous times. And I took a bunch of screenshots of him shooting us and shit. Like, it's cool if we're tasing each other and playing, and it's cool if we pull out a gun. But you don't just, like, grab a fucking taser and tase somebody and then stand over him and shoot him. That was just too much.
All right, everybody, come on.
All right.
Generals only.
I'm getting the hell out of the way. Damn! Congratulations. No.
Hey, wait.
Okay, can somebody please tell me what happened? Because I'm ripping ass.
Down here, I was a witness if you want to know what happened down here.
Yep, I need to know everything.
Okay, so I was walking to the shooting range, went in, put down some rounds, came out, and all of a sudden there were 3 gentlemen coming out of the gym. Mr. Jace was punching the other young cadet that was there, and then there was a second officer as well that was there. To like a point where he knocked out the officer and then started shooting him. My apology. When the officer was knocked out on the ground, he started shooting him until he was dead, and that's when I came upstairs and reported the shooting. And then they came downstairs, but I did hear that Jace was told to stop, and he kept going. But they made their way all the way from the gym all the way over to the shooting range area.
Oh, so everybody want to run in laps till their thumbs break. Good, nice to know.
Yup, so their thumbs is crooked, yup.
I was a witness.
There's the other cadet.
I was there before Luca was.
Yeah.
Nobody came.
And then that's around the time that I saw Jace punch Jaren.
So you who got killed?
No, I wasn't the one that got killed.
Hatchet.
I mean, I'm trying to think of who it was. It was
Hatchet.
Sir Hatchet and Alan were the ones being killed. But I was watching it, and he was tasing them and then killing them with a pistol. So I know for a fact the pistol he was using can't level up past what mine art is, and it doesn't do that much damage that it could be 3 shots to kill. He was doing something there.
So was this in a taser room or somewhere else?
That was right there in the hallway. Yeah, right there in the hallway, right by the gym and right by the shooting range. They're 181.
Okay.
They're right behind you. The two that were mainly involved.
Yeah, how old are you, bro?
What happened?
Basically, he said he wanted to do some taser training, so we went in the room and did some taser training, and then basically he stood over Alan after he tased him and shot him about 6 times in the head with that pistol. So I ran out the room, switched over to my AK, walked back in the room. I dropped him. Well, then he got mad and ran from the infirmary, come in there and tased both of us, and then shot us. So we were like, all right, you win, whatever, that's enough. We walked out here, posted up. He come running up behind us, tased us, and shot us in the head. And called us dirty little bitches and told us we were pieces of shit. I already said I didn't have my body cam on because it uses a lot of space on my phone. I try to mainly just use it when I go outside, but I did take screenshots of it after about the 4th time of being tased and shot. I figured I might want to at least have some kind of evidence in case it came to this.
Unfortunately, screenshots won't help. We need a body count.
Does Alan have some?
Say it again, I'm sorry. Okay, you got the whole thing. Send me that, because that's at that point, that's more than PD6, PD4, that's RP13. So that's a dismissal. Thank you, Alan.
I wasn't expecting having the body cam inside the PD, like in the garage. Like that shouldn't happen.
That's